I'm not ready. Hold on.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I had to take
Everything's
ibuprofen.
mixed around. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay. We ready?
Anyway.
We only know that Luther is fucking Syrah, right?
What?
Yes.
There's no one else.
That we know of.
correct.
Okay. And Bardos has a wife, right?
Yes, her name is Andarna. You were told that.
Okay.
Yes. The golden dragon.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because she was named after Fourth Wing.
Yes.
To be honest, I just didn't have a name for her because I didn't think you were gonna ask, so I just picked a name.
That's okay.
Honestly, that's
Hey, it works. It fits into the world.
Okay.
Sorry,
Riley,
I
are you
get out my
ready?
wispies to play with.
I'm struggling right now.
I like to play with them.
100%. Everyone
bus.
mixed,
Choo-choo.
everyone mixed around, and so now I gotta fix everyone's character little name file.
I mean, Leanne, you can start on the summary. It's not
Okay.
that imperative to have that on stream.
So, at the beginning, we decided to tell our backstories, everybody, but freaking Nessa, because Nessa likes to
I
keep
told
secrets.
you everything.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Totally.
But basically, Velka's backstory was she got kidnapped as a child, brainwashed to be a soldier, and then forced to kill her whole village. Mine was that I am nobility who a prince saw me and wanted me to be his concubine. And I said no, and he said yes, and so I ran away. And now there is a bounty on my head. Backstory. Alright.
Story.
Then we found Franchella, who was Glimmer's buddy in Merchant City. And she was like, oh, you got a package. We're like, yeah, we got a package for you, buddy. And then we told her all that Glimmer was saying and that Lux was saying. And she's like, that sounds weird. Lux is probably lying. So she was like, come downstairs. We'll talk a little bit more. And we said, okay, bet. And so we go downstairs and we talk to her peeps. And they're like, yeah, I don't like Lux. That is what Ariella says. And then Nessa's like, you kidnapped me. And she said, no, I didn't. She's like, yeah, you did. And she's like, probably my sister, Marina?
Mariana.
Mariana.
No, what?
Mariana.
The sister?
Yeah.
It's
Mariana. I thought you said that with an A. I was like, that starts with an M, not an A. You were wrong. But any hoosers, she was like, yeah, that's my sister, Mariana. And she's like, I don't know if I really believe you, but okay. And then Ariella was like, all right, we got to figure this shit out. And she's like, I will be right back. And so she left. And then all of a sudden, Frank, our old pal Frank, who we kind of don't like, but it's okay, he comes out and he's like, I'm going to kill you now because you didn't help me. And so we had to fight them. And then all of a sudden, Ariella, and Franchella came back. And they're like, stop. The heck? And they're like, I'll deal with you later, Frank. And then they are part of the guild, who does not have a name, but is also the name for it at the same time. They handle assassinations. We don't know anything about them, and if we did find out, we'd be dead, apparently. Be like, if you know too much, we gotta kill you. So, Tinka is also part of the guild. We did find that out. That is my recap.
And then you were given an
last time.
invitation to the ball.
We were given an invitation to the ball. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, wait at the tavern and Luther will show up and get you.
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we start?
I hope you like my recap.
That was beautiful. This is a
Great.
beautiful
Thank you.
recap.
Thank you.
It was
fantastic.
amazing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make Cave do next time's recap,
Fuck
even though he's
yes.
not here.
That's gonna make it like 100 times better. He's gonna be like,
He's
I
gonna be
don't
so
know, we
mad at
went
me.
to a ball and that's it.
Okay.
You're not gonna watch the episode? Rude.
No, he does not. Sapo's with you, but Sapo's not actually an active participant tonight. So
Sapo is drunk and impaired.
Sapo's very mad at me because I told him he couldn't bring his greatsword slung over his back because he is a frog.
So
And
now
cannot-
he's retaliating.
He's retaliating because I said he can't bring his great sword to the ball. So he's gonna be confined to his room all night, and that's on him.
He's grounded now.
Okay. So kind of where we left off last time, you guys do have this invitation to the ball. She said it was tomorrow. We kind of decided that you guys were just gonna kind of mill around in your confusion of the events that have been happening since you guys got to the city, until you guys get to leave for the ball, where Luther is said to come and get you. But as you guys kind of wait for Luther, you guys do enter back into Tinka's Tavern. You guys are still staying here. It is kind of a bustling tavern as always. However, you guys look a little overdressed this time around because you guys are wearing these outfits that you have dropped in the chat. This is great. So think of a medieval tavern, and you guys are wearing those outfits. So
Gold always stand out like a sore thumb.
yeah. So what do you guys want to do until Luther arrives?
Well, what time is it?
It's just below sunset, so the sun has just kind of hit below the horizon. So it's still light, but it's getting darker.
Well, Nessa does her evening prayers as the sun goes down,
Okay.
as
What-
one does. And
What-
then, yeah, just
Yeah.
wanders.
Are you
Wow,
just
what
wandering
everybody
outside or inside?
Inside, finding a spot, attempting to sit down in that dress.
I'll move those two. You guys can have that corner table.
This one? This one? Or
No.
this one?
That one,
Oh.
where Nessa is currently.
I
There's a
just
good
watched
table,
that
there's so
struggle.
Leanne, what were you saying?
Would anybody like to play Dragon Chess?
What's that?
I have a Dragon Chess set. I've never used it. Why not?
Of course you have a dress.
I'm gonna
That's
join
the thing. That's
this.
what you picked.
I'm definitely joining this.
We got a long rest, right?
You did, yeah. You because it would have
Okay.
been yesterday today. So yeah, all of you take a long rest. And you guys, I guess, are playing dragon chess as the tavern kind of bustles around you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know how to play Dragon Chess.
Are you talking to each other? Or are you just playing in silence?
I think it'd be funny if we just played in silence.
Yeah. You think Nessa can stay quiet?
True. You just see
I-
someone pass. Oh, the morning lord, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Nessa is just like filling every moment of silence with her own voice.
Talking in circles?
Yeah, whatever it takes, talking about all the things that have been happening in hushed tones. Not like, I was kidnapped yesterday, blah, 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 blah. Not
I
that,
was kidnapped.
but like, just like, okay, she's like connecting dots, trying to figure out what's going on. And then also, oh man, I lost at Dragon Chess or whatever this is. I'm playing Go Fish the whole time.
As
Like
you,
go fish with a chessboard.
I don't know what's going on right now.
as you guys have kind of played a few, Tinka does wander over. She just looks at you guys and she says, "Wow, you guys look real dressed up."
Thanks.
Thank you. We have a ball that we're going to.
Where'd you get that invitation?
That's someone.
Ariella?
I wonder who's picking you up, because I don't think you guys know how to get to where you're going.
Oh, Luther's
There-
coming.
Very reliable.
Very, very reliable. Yes. Is he coming now?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't get paid to know.
I was just told to look
Does it
nice.
say on the invitation what time it starts?
You don't have an invitation.
Oh.
You just got a verbal invitation. And you were
Pal,
told somebody was showing up.
Pal just said, poor Sapo.
Because Sapo's sitting somewhere by himself.
His
He's all
room.
by himself.
Poor
He's
Sapo.
on timeout.
He's in timeout.
He's pouting over his sword.
Tinka kind of looks at you guys, and you guys can all tell that she knew everything you just told her.
Okay.
She was just asking to ask. But she kind of leans in a little bit more. You guys are already kind of leaned in as you guys have been playing, but also kind of talking in hushed tones. And she looks at all of you guys and she goes, "Be careful tonight. If you want to talk to people, make sure you pull them away from the crowd. Eyes are on everyone."
Thank you for the advice.
And then she steps kind of back a little bit and she goes, "Trouble is definitely brewing at this ball. I wouldn't want my favorite adventurers to get all screwed up in pretty dresses." And she kind of just wanders back. And this tavern is still filled with all of that hearty laughter and ale clinking. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
No.
Brewing? Brewing at this ball, Brit?
Brewing was the word I used, yes.
Ruin.
This is gonna be Luther, but he just popped now. Populated in the middle. Great. Okay. Shortly after Tinka walks away, a good old friend Luther walks into the bar. I did make outfits for NPCs, so you guys can remember what they look like specifically to help you. So,
I'll have to show 'em off.
will I be sending all of them? Yes. Does Luther have one? Sure does.
Hell yeah.
Because I am extra as hell.
Is it extra or is it just attention to detail?
That's not that.
Mm.
So Luther, our dear sweet
Ah.
guy, walks in a blue
Aw, cutie.
velvet tux.
Okay, buddy. We see you.
Alright.
So he walks in, he kind of straightens his bow tie. You can tell this isn't really where he wants to be currently. This is our, like I said, medieval tavern vibes. But he spots you guys kind of from across the room, and he wanders over. I heard you guys are looking for an escort to the ball.
I guess.
That's us.
I just might happen to know where you guys need to be.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh. What coincidence.
Wow.
How wonderful.
Are you guys ready to go?
I mean, it looks the part, so yeah. Oh. Oh.
You know, Luther's gonna grab your hand and he's gonna help you out of your chair and then drop
Yes.
your hand.
Okay,
all.
great. That's all I needed. You
Okay.
see the dress I'm wearing? Are you kidding? It's a miracle I stayed down.
This is a valid point. And then he leads you guys out of the tavern. Switching maps, we're gonna go to the map of Argan just so we can kind of see because we're going somewhere you guys haven't been. Sapo's dead.
R.I.P.
So I took him off.
This is when we meet Little Ho, and he's gonna be so upset.
Listen.
I want you guys to know Little Ho is at this ball. And Kate will be here for her.
Oh
She
no.
actually-
Yeah, Little Ho is at the ball.
If
No,
only
little
Kay
Fro
was
was
here!
Ready for a reference? Sapo is our grung frog who somehow kidnapped a literal frog and calls him Little Bro. And I said I was gonna get Little Bro a girlfriend and name her Little Ho. And I haven't given it to him yet. He is supposed to come tonight, but it's fine. Little Ho's not coming.
No.
Little Ho.
R.I.P.
Okay. So he takes you directly up into the upper crest this time, rather than you guys have kind of seen the city from going around this wall rather than going directly into it. But you guys, with kind of Luther as your guide and your escort, you pass through all of the security measures. All of the guards don't think twice because they see who is leading you. And the way you're dressed looks like you probably have an invitation to where everybody's supposed to be going. as you guys kind of creep up into the upper crest, you guys recognize that you are in a place you have never been before. Like, this is otherworldly considering where you guys have been in the last week and a half since you've been in Argand. This part of the upper crest looks like a fairy tale. It is massive, tall glass buildings. It's beautiful, like plants and vegetation. It looks like you're in a fairy tale. It is the epitome of like a futuristic movie mixed with a fairy tale. It's just like the definition of perfection as you're walking through. Luther is kind of rambling quite a bit as you guys are walking through, partially to you guys, but like partially to himself. Occasionally you can pick out words like poison and I have an idea and something's happening. And unless you guys directly stop and ask him a question, he's just gonna ramble the whole way too.
Just gonna let him be him.
Have you figured much out about this poison with the crops?
I know that someone did poison them directly. And I know that it's tied to several other things that are harming people in the city, but there's a really big piece that nobody knows but a few of us. And I need to tell you guys, but I have to see if there's one more solution before I tell you. So come find me towards the end of the ball. Who I need to talk to is here, and then I'll be able to tell you guys what I know.
All right.
Don't you fucking
Okay.
think about it, you bitch.
As you guys continue to kind of be guided through the city, you get to what is technically this spot over here. This giant little area. I move you all. And you guys see the tallest of tallest buildings in the entire kind of area of High Council Society. There is a massive kind of circular building that is just incredibly high, higher than like almost you can tell that it's pure glass. And it has a kind of goldish dome over the top of it. A lot of people are kind of milling around this courtyard in front of it. They're all dressed similar to you. You can very much so tell that they're all attendees of this ball that's happening. But people look in high spirits. Some people don't look in high spirits, like they'd rather be anywhere else in the world. But you can see kind of a variety of people, a variety of races. You don't spot like anything crazy specifically. But you guys are guided in, unless you want to stop outside for some reason.
Is there anyone that we recognize? in the
Nobody
crowd?
outside that you recognize.
Okay.
There's some familiar faces in terms of like you've seen them in passing in places. Argand is massive, but it's not that
Mhm.
massive. But nobody specifically that I'm assuming you'd be looking for.
Totally. Okay.
'Kay.
Then just go in.
Okay.
Oh, God. The map changing scared me so bad. It went.
You're gonna have to zoom in on this map.
Shutting off.
Whoa.
You're gonna have to zoom
Okay.
in. This is what I was doing last night, guys. So you guys
Great.
kind of enter into this High Council court. It is this massive, incredibly long ballroom. It is very red. It's rich reds. It's velvets. You can see a ton of people milling around. It's a ball. Mal, you would understand this atmosphere. The
Mhm.
rest of you probably wouldn't. But Mal, this is not a foreign concept being in this ballroom in this setting like this. But there is a space kind of in the middle that is obviously a dance floor. You can hear music playing kind of distantly, but there's nobody dancing currently at this time. And Sapo's dead, so Sapo's not here. I'm gonna keep saying that. As soon as Luther kind of gets in, he nods to these two giant kind of steel guardians on either side. Very obviously kind of just guarding, making sure that people aren't getting into trouble. And then he looks at you guys and says, I'm going to go find who I'm looking for. Come find me.
Will do.
And then he wanders away.
Bob the human.
What would you guys like to? Yeah, I had to put a Bob the humanoid in here. It's
I love
iconic.
him.
I
Humanoid
love
boy.
that.
Okay, Bob the humanoid boy is a staple of my campaign.
I know he is. I'm aware. I play in that campaign, so I would know.
Can we scan the room and see if we see anyone that we recognize?
How are you scanning the room?
Like just face features, just like seeing if we
Can I look for
recognize
Sierra?
anyone.
Yes. Are you going to look from exactly where you are standing? Are you guys kind of just like taking a
I'll
once
come in
over
a
the
little
room
bit.
at the entrance?
Sorry, I forgot to get my dice down. I'm trying to find it. Found it. I'll come
I
in.
think Nessa, who's kind of uncomfortable in this situation, will make her way to the wall and walk up along the side of the room rather than walking in the middle.
Okay, are you guys splitting up?
Are we
That's
sure
the
that's a
question.
good
Nessa
idea?
is. Nessa's just starts walking.
Okay.
Yes.
I said it before I verified it with anyone. So yeah.
All right.
Riley, what are you doing before I have Leanne roll perception?
I want to roll perception as well and see from here if I can recognize anyone where I'm standing, like right here.
Okay. Then the two of you roll perception. Sahara, I'll do you last.
Okay.
So Velka's just looking to see if she knows anybody. Mal's looking for Sierra specifically. Okay.
I got an 18.
Okay. I want to see what Leanne gets.
I got an 18 as well.
Oh, perfect. So this is a very long ballroom. Like, this is a massive room. You can barely see to the end of the ballroom. But for the two of you, you can tell that the first half of this ballroom I can draw. Actually, I'd rather point. In this kind of realm is much lower class kind of citizens of Argand. They don't look as rich. They look like they're kind of just additional invites. But as you get kind of past this middle line, that's more of the noble looking individuals. So you would wager that who you're looking for is likely down farther. You don't
Okay.
specifically see Syra, but you can wager if she's here, she's going to be down on that half.
I'm gonna follow Nessa then. Just kind of go through the side instead of walking through the middle.
Okay.
All right, then I'm gonna go straight down the middle.
Okay. Sahara, would you like to roll perception as well?
Would you like me to what?
Would you like to roll perception as well?
Yeah, I would.
What are you specifically looking for? Just people you know?
People I know, anything that seems like, I mean, it's all foreign to me. So I guess anything that seems like really out of pocket, like, I don't know. I rolled a 19 and it's my perception.
Yes.
So 23.
Great.
On my new sparkly dice from you, Britt.
Yeah. You see pretty similar to what they do. There's a lot of people in this first half that you don't know. You do see across the room one of the people that you did convert to the Morning Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Fun.
I'll give him a ring just for you. It can have a yellow ring.
Oh.
You did convert him to your religion of the Morning Lord.
Fucking hell.
Just
I give a little
casual.
wave.
They wave back at you like,
I love that.
We
not gonna
love,
lie.
we stand.
That's
Nessa
pretty
feels
funny.
like she has succeeded in life.
are you guys gonna kind of just peruse up these sides?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna turn on the overhead light tonight.
Okay.
Sorry. It's too dark in here.
I'll let you guys kind of just move. Like I said, variety of people. There are hundreds of people in this ballroom. It's massive, so it's not like crowded, but there's very obviously a lot of people here. Mal, you would know that this is a lot more people than usual at a ball. Like, it's kind of peculiar to have this many people here, but You also don't know the customs of the Dusk Country. You only know the High Kingdom. As you guys kind of work your way up to the halfway mark, the end comes a little more into focus, and you see a gargantuanly large staircase. There are 5 little clusters of 3 that sit on the staircase. None of them look familiar except for Laszlo, who Nessa immediately recognizes. And Nessa, you would recognize 5 of these individuals as all members of the High Council
I've seen them all.
because you have seen them all.
Brittany,
it.
off topic. I love the picture you used for Ember. I just scrolled in.
I actually Bartles' image, and I made Bartles a character sheet, so that's all I had. That's all I had to work with.
It's all squished, and it's a man, and it's like.
That's all I had. It was his signal that she belongs to the other ones that have the same image.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I had to mention it. It fucking caught me off guard.
Leave me alone. But they're in clusters of 3, so it's all of them are 2 kind of adults, and then a younger looking individual of the 2 of them.
Okay.
And then if you guys do keep moving upward, you're gonna see another image. We're gonna leave it alone, Riley. Leave me alone. And you would see a cluster of people that you do know. And so, oh, now I can drop more outfits. Yay. Yay.
Yeah.
As you get much closer, you can see that the clusters of 3 are all 3 people of the same race. There is, at the very top, there is 3 tieflings, and then the daughter is what you can presume is Ember. Then there are 3 blue dragonborns, and the younger is a son. Then you 3, they're otters, but I only had badgers as a picture. Kind of on the far side at the bottom, you do see 3 badgers, or otters. And the youngest one is in a dress, so we assume Thunder is their daughter. Kind of on the opposite side, you see 3 half orcs, and the youngest being another son. And then you see 3 water genasi, and the youngest being another girl.
I'm gonna highlight the girls in pink.
Okay. They're set as the High Council members are in the blue, and the heirs are in purple. So
I
did have a method to my madness.
I see it. I felt it. Well, I knew that Henrik was Laszlo's son. And so then I put the pieces together. And I knew that Ember was Bardos' daughter, and then Darna was his wife. I followed your madness.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't see her yet, technically. There are several images coming your way because several outfits that have their character images, so you can see whose character is wearing what. But yeah, as you approach, you see all of those individuals on that staircase, and then you see this little cluster here of people that look quite familiar to you. That is Syra, Ariella, Luther, and Glimmer. And they're kind of talking relatively closely, but they look chummy. They've been to these kinds of situations before.
Is the Dragonborn that you sent, is that the son or is that Laszlo?
That's the son.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, you can't see that it's named. It's named Henrik on mine. Yes, that's the son. I don't care about Laszlo, to be honest. He doesn't get an outfit. He's slimy, according to Nessa.
Yes, slimy. Don't even start with me.
So now you guys have a kind of a picture of the entire ballroom. You can also see our dear sweet Lux over kind of in the far corner that she's playing in kind of this quartet, this orchestra, if you will. She's living her best life, and her outfit I didn't send because I didn't think you could see her until I realized where we were. Her outfit's iconic, guys.
I have to say, I think my wife would be a lot more interested in this session than the
Yeah.
hack and slash that we do.
Hope would be excited to just make the outfits.
Yeah.
Damn,
love
Glimmer.
Yeah. So, you guys see the cluster. You also do see what you would assume is Mariana across the other side of the room, solely because you would know that Ariella is going to be with this cluster of people, and her lookalike is on the other side, kind of just like scanning the room.
Nessa takes a deep gulp.
So yeah, the room is full of life. It's buzzing. People are obviously starting to fill in a little bit more. You can see some people occasionally kind of like walk up the staircase and just like briefly make a round between the 5 groups, and kind of just have a few couple minute conversations with each of them. But other than that, ball's up to you guys.
Brittany, before we start, I just want to say Palisade Costume Design Award goes to DM Brett.
I've done this a time or two. There's also still more that you haven't seen.
Obviously.
So I
yeah.
still have more to show you guys. If I can't be at the ball, I'm gonna make other people's outfits.
If I can't be
I love
there.
it.
Quick question.
Yes.
Is it like a specific order that the people are going in to like greet the council members?
Yes. So they go in order from right, left, up, over.
Okay.
So they go from. Actually, I'll just point.
Isn't it hierarchy?
It goes here, 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 here. So the group of Jimin, then Storm, then Akimi, then Lazlor, then Bardos.
Okay. So it goes lower to highest, I'm assuming.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and you guys are aware that Bardos. You might not be. Nessa for sure knows that Bardos is the top because she's
Well,
seen
no,
the
we know.
wall.
We know because
I
we talked
told-
to people who told us.
Yeah.
Nessa would have told them.
Yeah. So you've got your little crew. You've got Mariana. You've got Lux over on the other side, and you've got the staircase.
Because I feel as though I would know that it is improper to not greet your host. So I feel like I have to go up there because I know what to do. And I'm watching other people do it. But I might go. I might be like, oh my god, Sierra. Woo.
Are you doing that, or are you just saying that to the group you want to do that?
I'm saying that to the group that I'm thinking about it. But I'm playing it by ear.
Putting you there.
I think
Okay.
the only problem we have is I feel like Laszlo would notice the person he kidnapped.
But he's not
with
gonna. I didn't say
us.
you guys had to. I said I'm going to.
Well, I might
That's
make my way up
I'm-
there eventually.
We might as
But
well just
that's
get it
just
over
the
with on
concept.
this room.
I mean, they're not gonna know who I am, and if anything happens, I have things I can do.
Oh, well, good job for you.
I mean, me
I
too.
can, disguise myself. It's fun.
I can just cast Sanctuary on myself.
I would die.
I'll
I
heal
can
you.
make you
Okay.
invisible.
All right, we
I
can do
can
that
fly.
then. Well, technically, I should be able to fly, but that ain't happening right
You're
now.
wearing heavy armor.
Yes.
I'm wearing medium. Get it right.
Okay, but you're still a bird with hollow bones.
Okay. So
That's
I think
offensive,
that
first off.
Nessa, not really knowing what to do in this situation, is gonna go to Luther because she knows Luther the best in this group while they're arguing about hollow bones. And she's gonna slide up next to him and kind of like almost like whisper, is it improper to ask one of those people to dance?
Like the heirs?
Yeah.
No, technically not.
Okay.
I would wait until more people start dancing, probably.
For sure.
Unless
I
you,
was just
unless you'd like to start, because I'm actually sure they probably would love someone to start.
great. Has Nessa noticed the order people have been going in?
Let me look at something on your character sheet.
Okay.
No.
Great. She's just gonna walk straight to the top.
By
Oh,
yourself?
God.
Oh dear. Oh
Oh,
dear.
no. Oh, I'm gonna like run
God.
after her just so she's not alone. I'm running like behind her.
She's
I'm
gonna
like
bow.
I'm
panicking
hitting the
almost.
wall and I'm going in this corner right here.
Fuck. I'm like following behind her, like shit. Don't fuck.
Great.
I will
Great.
wait till she comes back. Then I will make my turn and make my rounds. I am not being a part of that.
Oh god. I
Um,
regret my decision
Nessa's gonna
right now.
bow.
Are you going directly to the tieflings?
Yeah.
Fuck.
As you kind of walk up the staircase and don't talk to the other four, all of them stop what they're doing and stare at you.
Okay.
And they just kind of watch you. And as you bow, Ember and Darna and Bardos kind of look at you. And they just kind of smile. And Ember goes, I think I know exactly who you are.
I frankly don't know your customs, so I just thought that bowing was the most appropriate response.
I just
Where,
followed her.
and she kind of looks around you. Where are your other two?
One's in
Well, I mean,
dungeon thing. He's grounded.
I don't know where the other one went, but
I am
There's that
hiding.
one.
I am hiding.
I know one's grounded. He's not allowed to go out of his room.
Oh. Interesting. Well, do you want to get the other one who's supposed to be here? So that I
No.
can greet the three of you all together?
know where
I don't
she
see her.
is.
Um,
Can I
she
make a perception check?
disappeared.
Yes. Please make a perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
Great.
Hold on.
You
Hold
can
on.
see-
Hold on. Trying to decide whether to disguise myself or not. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not.
You can see exactly where Mal is.
Nessa's gonna make eye contact and she's gonna go over here.
I just kind of death glare her. I slowly make my way. And as I do, I slightly at least nod in the right order of how I'm supposed to do it. I kind of nod, 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 and then get up there. Because obviously they all know that they asked me up there, but I'm at least gonna be proper about it.
But Ember looks at all of you. She goes, wow, you are the adventurers I've been hearing about.
I'm gonna be up here.
Velka Fireborn,
Yeah, that's me.
Vanessa Suha.
Oh.
And then she looks at Mal for a second. Stares
Melinda.
just before you say that, she just kind of looks at you. She
Okay.
goes, Melanthra race.
Yes.
Wow, you guys have created quite a stir. And she kind of like looks backward at her father to acknowledge them.
Well, hello everyone. I see you've decided to come to the ball.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What do you think of the fine accommodations?
It's pretty.
It's more beautiful than anything I've ever seen.
It's quite the
Sir.
ball. I do enjoy them.
Well, I do hope that our hospitality has been adequate. We always appreciate adventurers in our fine town.
That's so.
And like that. No, go ahead.
I figure myself more of a priest than an adventurer, but I accept your title with honor.
Okay.
There are obviously kind of people that have now lined up behind you. You guys like created a stir. But there are, if you kind of look around you, you see that the people have kind of like inched a lot closer toward the staircase, and there are people that are starting to dance as well. So, but you're kind of getting shoved away.
Well, I'd hate to hold up your line. You have several people wanting to greet you.
Thank you. Well, thank you for your time. Please enjoy, and hope you can find someone to dance with.
Appreciate it.
Excuse me,
I walk.
sir.
Stop.
Can I dance with your daughter?
Ember,
Yes, father?
what do you say to this fine adventurer?
Sure. And you, all three of you, kind of notice a look from Ember to Henrik, and then back to you guys. And she begins to walk down with just Nessa, because it is like a 1v1 ball dancing.
Mhm.
Got it. Great.
Because
Well,
I
guys-
saw that, I gotta make my little way over here.
Making my way.
Okay.
My way downtown. Walking.
Faces past
What are you gonna
Good
do,
evening.
Melendra?
Good evening. I'm sorry I wasn't quite able to greet you earlier. I was being ushered.
Welcome.
But I have to say, do you mind if I dance with your son?
Oh,
If
certainly.
that's all right with you.
Certainly. And Henrik kind of just like shakes it off and is like, yeah, sure.
I hope you don't mind.
And he kind of wanders a little farther down. Okay, we'll have to do those both separately, but we're gonna go with Riley. What are you doing?
Do I see Lux in the corner there?
She's playing, but yeah, or she's performing, but yes.
Oh, so it would be rude of me to go over there and interrupt her playing and ask her to dance. Is that correct?
There's two questions to that. Let me open your character sheet. Yeah, well, I want you to roll me an intelligence check.
Fuck! That's my worst one!
I'm aware.
Fuck! You're an asshole! oh no!
Great.
Oh no! Wait, it's a 7.
Bardos is sitting with a dagger.
Yeah, no, Bardos is living his life. Let Bardos live his life up there. He's fine.
I gotta. Oh god!
I thought we were dying. I thought we were being attacked.
He doesn't get to play in D&D Beyond. It's fine. You're
it's a
tied to the
7.
campaign, so it's populating for all of us what you're doing.
Oh,
That's what I mean. So we can see that you like rolled initiative and things, and they're all like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh no,
We're gonna die.
oh, we used Roll20. I was just curious how it worked.
Oh yeah, you're fine."
Going. I just thought that Britt was gonna kill us. So
I thought I was getting stabbed, man. I'm
I
like,
know.
fuck!
I mean, it was a
I
good
get stabbed in
time.
the back. I'm dying tonight, bitches.
Riley, what did you roll?
Do you really want to know that?
I do because I have a DC.
It's a 7.
Low, and you still didn't beat it.
It's a 7. I'm being
No.
brutally honest with you.
You do not understand enough the social cultures of not interrupting a performer, even though you yourself miserably failed at a performance, not but like 3-4 days ago when you and Sapo tried to do backflipping acrobatics.
I'm gonna decide not to do that. Can I like retract that? Or-
You
I
technically you think it's a good idea after what you rolled.
Fuck, okay, I'm going
According
over
to the
there.
roll you
I'm
had.
going over there. Fuck.
You are stopped.
Nope.
By Mariana, who's kind of guarding the performer pit, you can tell. And she looks at you up and down. Who do you think you are?
Thank you. I was just wanting to ask Lux on a dance.
You're gonna ask the lead performer to dance.
And now that you say that to me, it doesn't sound like a great idea. When it was in my brain, it sounded like an amazing idea.
You must not have a lot of really good ideas in that head of yours.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So I suggest you make a good one and you turn around.
Okay. Just gonna turn around and watch in the corner. I have no better plans.
To bully you guys, Casey. It's fun. We're gonna do Henrik and Melinda first. So as you guys are in this kind of same dance sequence, it's not like Bridgerton formal where you all have to do the same steps, but it's kind of like just a waltz around this large dance floor. As the music kind of starts up, Henrik very much so begins leading you. Mal, you do know how to do this, but he is awkward as hell, and he's not gonna talk to you unless you
don't
start
need to
asking him questions.
You don't need to be so nervous. I don't bite.
It's not nervous. It's yeah.
You don't really like these situations, do you?
Nobody's ever asked me to dance before.
Well, that's odd. But
Yeah, but my father told me to put on a good show tonight, so
what do you mean?
I don't really know either, to be honest. But for the last 26 years of my life, I've just done what my father tells me to do.
I understand that.
You do?
Well, yes. I just did whatever my father told me as well. Until pretty recently, but
What happened pretty recently? Did you decide you didn't want to listen to him anymore?
you could say that.
What's that like?
Well, in one sense, it's very freeing. But in another, you kind of have to figure out what to do. And that's pretty terrifying. But
Where are you from?
geez, I'm trying to think of actually what to say.
Like you don't remember the town, or like you don't know what to say?
I don't know what to say. Because I have it in my notes where I'm from. But I don't know what I should say.
Yep. Well, I can't tell you that answer.
I know you can't tell me that.
I can't tell you how to lie.
I know you're not. I'm just really bad at it.
Just gonna
I don't
dance
think
around. I'm listening to a waltz on my
that's
Spotify
what I
right
forgot
now.
to do. I forgot to get my music going.
I've turned on
Oh,
a
I don't know
masquerade
if it's a
playlist.
place that you've heard of.
Oh, I mean, probably not. But I mean, I've been studying the entirety of everywhere for a long time.
Everywhere. What all
But
have you
yeah,
learned?
a lot of things. I have been kind of in quarantine my whole life. All I get to do is read And then I got you
Really?
to Ember, and so then it's just Ember and I read.
Well, looks like we have quite a bit in common.
You were just put in solitude?
Yeah, I was put in solitude to study as well.
And eventually you got to stop. And I'm very jealous.
Eventually, I didn't get to. I just did. There was no letting me. I left.
Like you ran away?
Yes.
That's something a person can do?
In the right opportunity. My father told me to do something I could not do because it would
So you
cost me my life.
and you see kind of a just like wave of like understanding, but also a thought kind of wash over his face. Like he's having a memory or like he knows something that is affected by a statement like that.
What is going on in that head of yours?
Nobody ever asks if the oldest child wants to be on the High Council. They
No, of
just
course not.
assume. And I wonder what life would be like if I wasn't.
You don't have to wonder if you don't want to.
I've been groomed for it my entire life. I don't think I can do anything about it now.
You act like I also wasn't groomed my entire life.
Yeah, but I don't think you were being groomed to run something as large as I am. There's
I
a
might not
lot
have,
more people depending on me.
maybe, but that doesn't mean you have to.
And at that point in the conversation is where the song ends. But now we're gonna backtrack it all and start from the beginning of the song with the other two.
Oh goodness gracious, great ball of fire.
I gotta cough my British accent out right now because I don't have it
I'm listening along with you now.
with me. I
Yeah.
played the Masquerade playlist because you said so.
I was playing the Masquerade playlist. I just switched to listen along with you now. Nessa doesn't know how to do this.
Great.
Mhm.
So Ember's in this big poofy dress, but she kind of starts to like guide you in a version of the dance that is meant for two women rather than like a waltz that's just like a man and a woman where you have a lead. It's kind of just like,
Mhm.
if that makes sense, my hand.
Yeah. Yep. We're gonna roll with your hand gestures, and Nessa's just gonna roll with the punches. I feel like, just gonna go with it.
um, Very early, Ember just says, "Thank you for getting me off of that staircase."
It looked rather high and uncomfortable.
I mean, all I have is people looking at me, so
Well, I mean, you are nice to look at, so at least that's going for you.
thank you. That's very kind of you.
I've been hearing a lot about you from your friends, but it's really nice to actually meet you.
Yes, I've heard quite a bit from all of you in your endeavors of trying to fix the city that is breaking.
Yeah, it's been interesting. May I ask you a few questions, if that's all right?
Sure.
Nessa will hush her voice a bit and
Okay.
lean in a little closer to like whisper more. You know what's happening in the town with the plants?
You are asking if I know that the plants have been poisoned. I do.
Do you know what has happened with Glimmer receiving certain requests
Requests? Requests of what?
to kill you?
There have been requests to kill me.
You know Glimmer's line of work.
I do. She is my best friend.
Yes, I am aware.
I only know the plants were poisoned because I received one of them. I received some
Mhm.
plants to consume, but my poison tester died instead of me, which is the reason I have one.
Yes, well, there is somebody around that is looking to kill you.
These customs of this city are barbaric and very old schooled. And many of the people around here are looking for a fresh new look. Or so I'm told.
Do you feel safe here?
Do I feel safe here?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would, like, specifically right now in this bowl,
I
but just in
mean,
the city.
in the city in general. I mean, if this is what you're giving your entire life to, don't you think that you should feel safe here?
I don't think anyone in my position ever feels truly safe. But it was the life I was given, and I can guarantee you, Syra wishes it would have been her instead of me. And sometimes I do wish it could have been her, but
Well, why can't you bring change?
because that requires a 5-person vote, and I will never win all 5.
I'm sorry.
I am more sorry that I am so deeply in love with someone that I cannot have, that I will never have.
Does she make eye contact?
Does
Does
what?
she make Does she make eye contact? Does she look in a specific direction?
She sure does.
Which direction does she look in?
A possible blue dragonborn.
Fucking knew
She
it.
can't be that.
Because they're part of the council. They can't be
You're,
together if they're both
you're
on the
gonna have to
council.
ask.
I'm gonna assume.
Oh. Henrik.
Yes. I grew up with Henrik. It was kind of just the two of us for our entire lives. But I cannot be with Henrik because it is by my father's orders and my grandfather's to him, and probably all the way dating back, that we must have pure blood children to take over our positions on the council. So I, as a tiefling woman, cannot marry a dragonborn because that would not be a pure blood child.
Oh my goodness, it's Sappho, everybody.
Oh, Sappho's alive!
Sabo, you're drunk at a tavern. It's gonna let Caitlin this life. Purebred children.
It's disgusting.
It is a custom I have come to accept, and my father has reminded me quite a lot of in late when he does speak to me.
Have you ever thought of just leaving?
Of just leaving. There is no corner of this country that I could go that they would not find me.
Give you sanctuary?
I'm sure Syra would love the opportunity to take my place.
Are you not okay with Syra wanting to take your place?
No, I mean, she's always been a tad jealous ever since she was born, but if I could get out and she could take my place, then I guess we would both win.
I mean, we're adventurers, sneaking and investigating and figuring out how to do things is kind of our job. My lady.
I will consider your offer. And then the song ends as well.
Can while this is all happening, because I'm such a great dancer, can I start getting us on the dance floor closer to Henrik and Mal?
You know, I'm gonna have you roll me a performance, and we're gonna see
Oh,
if
I'm
you can.
so great at performance. I have a +1.
I'm
Ready?
aware. I don't know.
I actually
A
am better at
9.
performance than she is.
You got
I
a
almost
9.
rolled a 20. I almost rolled a 20, and then it got over to an 8, so I got a 9.
Ah.
It was very sad for me.
You can get them closer, as in like here, closer, but that's about as close as you get. And you can tell that like Henrik and Mal are also very like in depth having this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
As the two of
As the
Go ahead.
song ends, I'm gonna turn and look at Mal and make eyes of like, I know shit, you know shit, I know shit, but subtly.
I just
Ember
sort
and
of like,
Hen-
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna try to be like, I just sort of like try to change my face ever so subtly to be like, I got you.
As you guys wrap up and kind of take a step away from each other,
Can I say
Ember and
something
Henrik
to him as
do.
he leaves?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, I hate that the song ended, because I would love to be able to talk to you more, but
Unfortunately, I have my subjects to talk to.
I understand. But
But it-
think about it. I'm here.
I'll come find you. Ember and Henrik make eye contact, as in like a "can we dance?" To which Ember looks back at her father and receives a very hard no. And the two of them waltz back up to their positions. Sapo, would you like to join the ball?
No.
Okay. Great.
Does Henrik
I
walk
just
past
woke up.
me?
He does, but he's very much so distracted about everybody in the room kind of gawking at him.
That's okay.
If you'd like to try to get his attention, you can try.
I would like to try an attempt.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
I just want to like grab his arm as he walks by to like shake his hand type vibe.
Okay. Are you just gonna like shoot your arm out and grab his arm?
Yeah, kind of.
What do I want? I'm gonna have you roll.
Please do.
I just gotta think what I
Please
want you
don't
to
kill
roll.
me. Nelson don't know no customs about dancing. She just kind of shows up and rolls with it.
I'm just gonna have you roll a flat charisma.
Charisma?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll my sunset dice instead of my gold ones.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, I rolled a 16, and it's a
Oh.
charisma +1,
Yeah.
17, baby.
Okay, yeah, you're able to grab him and he kind of just like stops. He doesn't like turn to face you. He just stops facing like straight with you
Mhm.
holding his arm.
I'm gonna lean in slightly. Don't lose a good thing.
And he kind of just like looks at you fairly confused. And
Nessa's
just
gonna
keeps
look,
walking.
is gonna kind of give the like look of like, who just walked away? Because he knew I walked down with the pretty girl.
Yes. And he looks at the staircase and just nods and keeps walking.
And I'm gonna keep walking towards Mal.
Nessa, would you like to dance?
I would love to dance. I'm gonna flirt with your wife.
Go for it. Britt does it every night.
I do.
That's so true.
I really do. The song ended. Riley, what does Velka want to do?
No. Fuck. So I know I can't go over there. Even if the song ended, that bitch is standing
you
there
would
who
like
insulted
to,
me.
well,
No,
she's
she
not playing.
insulted me. She
Okay.
insulted me. I was upset. I'm a little upset. I'm a little salty. I'm just like,
He's
okay.
upsetty spaghetti.
I am a steady. Like I'm just like pouting a
You
little
do
bit.
have this entire group of people too.
I was just about to say that. Let me get there, woman.
Okay.
I'm just joking. But yes, I will be walking over there and being like peeping in, like, hello, hi, what's up?
They all kind of look at you like,
Like, what's up?
Like,
hi?
what's up? Just like peeps my head and like, what's up?
Hi?
Hi, hello. I just got insulted. Just chilling.
Ariel looks at you and she goes, she does that. Doesn't even ask who. She does that.
I just nod and just like look back at Nessa and Mal, seeing them start to dance. As does another song come on after that?
Yes.
Okay. Another song comes on, and then I look to Syra and be like, "Would you like to dance with me?"
Yes. She looks at you like, preppy bitch. Okay. And she puts you guys
I would
kind
have asked her. She would have said yes.
She would have too.
I'm gonna do Syra and Velka, and
God
then
damn it. No,
Mal
please
and Nessa
don't.
can do
Don't
your
do
own.
me.
We'll
Don't
come
do
back
me
to you guys.
first. Don't do me first, because I don't know what you gotta say yet.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. Fine. Nessa and Mal.
Thank you.
So what did you two talk about?
They're in love.
Ah, that explains it. Anything else?
I give you the whole lowdown of everything that you just heard that I got from her. That Syra would make a good leader if she could leave pure blood children, the whole deal. There's nothing to hide. Whatever, everything you just heard, you now hear again.
Everything I said. Now you're being
So then,
retold.
so then I don't have to recap it.
All right, and I tell her how Henrik, you know, I tell her his whole thing about like his father telling him what to do and him being in solitude. I did tell him to think about leaving as I did.
I told
He said
Ember
he
the
might
same.
come find me, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one.
Ember told me the same. But
I wouldn't hold your
I
breath
doubt
either.
it. Hmm.
It's hard to leave a life that. This. There are too many important people who know how to find you, no matter where you run.
Is that how you feel?
Yes,
Do
that
you
is
miss
why I'm
home ever?
here. I'm sorry?
Do you miss home ever?
I miss the place, but the people, not necessarily.
This, and Nessa will kind of like look up and around at like this massive um Alice question. I forgot how you described it already. This life of luxury?
Well, it's a lot easier sometimes. But more the country.
The country.
Well, I don't really enjoy living in a bubble. I don't know about you.
I mean,
And you can't
that's-
go anywhere.
I'm not allowed to.
But I mean, you can't leave this bubble easily. It's not safe anywhere. Poison out there.
That's true.
There's no. I don't want to say there's no hope for these people, but that's what it feels like sometimes. They're stuck here. They're trapped. They have nowhere else to go.
Which is why we should give them hope.
Hope is very fickle sometimes.
And with that, your song ends. And we're gonna backtrack to Syra and Velka. Yeah, you guys are technically dancing. And Syra looks at you, Velka, and gives you like an up and down.
Yeah, I know I'm not the greatest looking.
No,
I'm a
she
bird.
tried to make you her servant like 6 sessions ago, remember?
I know.
To make you a servant. Before you even say anything to her, she goes, everybody's eyes are just on her, and I don't understand.
Mhm.
I mean, she is the heir.
Yes, but she's not everything the world has.
I can't understand that, yeah. Kinda.
I mean, look at my dress. It is far better than hers. I look far better.
I mean, you look gorgeous and everything, but at the same time, why compare yourself to her for every aspect that you were saying?
Because I should have been born first. I have more poise. I have better qualities. I'm prettier. I am the perfect image of a ruler, and she is stuffy.
She may be stuffy, but did you ever think about how she feels in any position that she's in?
No, she loathes the fact that she gets to be there. She is self centered and she thinks of no one but herself.
That you see? Have you even tried talking to her about any of it?
She's my sister, of course I have.
Have you really, though, without a snotty attitude? Sorry, no offense, but ever since I've met you, you've had a snotty attitude towards everyone you've met. I don't know, maybe actually having some sense of humanity for once and not being a snotty bitch?
Excuse you.
I know it's out of my range to know anything about family. I didn't grow up with family really, but if I was in Ember's position standing up there, I don't know, a little support would have gone a long ways to trust you.
You know of nothing.
Obviously,
and she's going
I
to
do.
lean in and whisper to you, and then she's going to leave. And I will text you what she whispers to you.
Okay. Okay.
And then
Dancing.
she's like, "Thank you," and she's out.
And
And then the song
Dancing.
eventually. And, then the song
Woohoo!
goes, and these two are throwing a rave in the dance floor.
Evacuate the dance floor.
And then it's left the three of you again.
Just gonna walk over to them. You guys get any good info?
Well, you can't have a dance of 3, so.
Oh, we're dancing.
I mean, hell yeah.
Who's dancing with who? I
Wait,
was
I'm
walking
so
off.
confused.
You can all
You
walk
can't
off
dance
too.
with
We
3
can all
people, and
walk
you
off.
can't
Not
dance
just
with the same
standing
person
there.
twice. Okay, I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, well, you can't dance with 3 people, and you can't dance with the same person twice. So, you two go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Velka.
Those are
Bye.
customs
That
for
wrong
a ball.
person.
Do not dance.
Or I'm assuming that's the custom, because that's what I've learned through my years of TV. You can't dance the same person twice.
You would know that that's correct as a character because you
Yeah.
have a noble background.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Mal, what are you doing as they start to dance?
I'm gonna come over here to these 3. Be like, so guys.
Syra is going to huff and like walk off,
My dear,
and
Oh.
Luther follows her.
what happened?
What a faithful partner.
That is actually really cute, though.
I hope I didn't do something to upset her.
No. Your other friend definitely said something to her.
Gods, of course she did.
Yeah, she.
Quite hothead, that one.
I mean, it's probably what she needed to hear. So. Cyrus got a knack for thinking that the world revolves around her.
Understandable, seeing where she grew up.
Mm.
Can't blame her too much. But it's a rude awakening.
Leanne, roll me a perception check. While the other two, you guys can roleplay your thing. What you guys are doing?
How have you been?
Well, I might have just pissed off the second heir to the throne. That's fine though.
Oh,
Yeah. I did.
have you tried using kind words?
See, I started being kind, and then she pissed me off.
Hmm. Well, that happens a lot with you.
Yeah, it does. Honestly, that's very normal of me, yeah. I
You
think.
should keep me around more. I've learned a new spell recently.
Oh, and what's that spell?
It's called Calm Emotions.
See, first off, that was very mean. Second off,
Was it? I thought I was being helpful.
Second off, I wasn't yelling at her or anything of the sort. I just took her down a peg. Kind of told her what was up. I was trying to get some information from her, but then she got pissed off and walked away.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. We didn't get any information off of her, and I give you all of the information that we got off of the other two.
Well, that's a lot of information, I guess. That kind of.
I plan on going around and asking all of them if they would be okay with illegitimizing the pure bloodline. But like
I would
subtly.
stay out of that. That does not honestly. I don't know how that would go.
Concerns me now. So
Okay.
you guys have fun figuring out what the real problem is here, but I'm gonna figure out what the real problem is with the upper the upper west side up there.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, you can call me over.
Okay.
I
Try
can-
not to piss anyone else off.
I will do my darn hardest.
And don't get kicked out because we kind of need you.
See, I won't get kicked out. I'll be fine. I'll
Okay.
stick next to Mal. She'll put me in my place.
And Nessa will put her hands on your shoulders. You're way taller than she is.
Just like
So she's like this. Like up, like a toddler.
Uppies. Roll for uppies.
Roll for uppies.
Roll for uppies. Last weekend we rolled for yeet, which was really great.
Yeah, that's true.
Vibes. We
Okay.
don't get kicked out.
I promise.
And
I'm
then
not
Nessa
gonna...
will, once the song ends, Nessa will walk up on over to Thunder,
Oh fuck.
a gal.
Okay. As you guys are having this conversation, Mal's having a separate one first, but I have to finish typing.
It's okay. We're vibing.
Get back here.
How you feeling, Brady?
Doing great. Lots of good ideas for when I run my own campaign.
Ooh, fun.
Mal, so you see her following that woman with her eyes.
Who is that, my dear?
And she looks up at the staircase and back at you and says, "That's a conversation for much smaller quarters."
I understand. Do I at least get a name? Or does
No,
that have
but
to wait too?
no, but follow me.
Of course.
And she sneaks you back through this. We'll say underneath this staircase.
Okay. We're
Velka
right on
and
top.
Velka and Nessa, you guys would see that.
Hi ho.
That's my girl. Hi,
Brandy,
Hope.
We're at
Yeah,
a ball.
we are
I
at a ball.
I just got a notice in the mail of my 401k, my ADP, and my confidentiality and non-solicitation agreement.
For reference, for the rest of you, Hope quit her job at my company.
Yeah.
Go Hope.
So
I did sign those. They sent me a copy.
You like, hey,
I'm
bitch.
surprised
Um,
nothing's in yellow. I'm surprised nothing's been highlighted.
Brady said you would have liked playing with us better because we have outfit collages.
Yeah, Brittany runs the show probably better than you do.
No, Hope.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Tomorrow.
I love
No.
my husband, but am I wrong? Probably not.
Oh, bye, Hope.
Just different.
And that's my wife.
Oh, we love Velka and
Don't
Nessa,
worry, my
you
wife bullies me like that too.
It's so true.
Because
she
I
turns
love
around, he's
you.
right behind her.
Because I love you, and if I didn't bully you, you would question whether or not I loved you. I mean, come on.
You guys see like a very slinky-ish Glimmer and Mal kind of like sneak off into the darkness.
Just my old friend.
Darkness, your old friend. Yeah.
I would have whispered to Velka, they're definitely hooking up.
My mouth like goes open like
You know what that is?
how would yeah
Nessa know what that is.
Wait, I don't think she
Nessa's the epitome of the Virgin Mary.
how about I say that
I
for
mean, I
you?
don't know how babies are made.
Does Nessa know how babies
Yeah,
are
but
made?
hooking up, you would know what that is.
Yeah.
Look at the papa.
Puppy.
Oh.
You
I'm
can't even
very
see it. It's a black
intelligent, you
void.
guys. As a general intelligence check, that's a 15.
Ah, okay. Okay.
That happens as you guys are having your other conversation. And Glimmer, you guys are Glimmer and Mal, you're now in like kind of a closet, not to make this hooking up thing worse, but you're kind of in a closet.
Why
But
be in
it's
the closet when you can be out in the open?
yeah, I know. And she looks at you and she says, I found something out this morning.
Oh, what was it?
That woman who you saw me looking at, she has some ties to one of the High Council families.
And which one is that?
Well, just take a look at her.
Well, I'm gonna assume it's the tieflings just by looking at her.
Ember's not Bardos's only oldest child.
She is the one from the elfin side?
She is
Mm.
Elven. But history repeats itself. Except this time, I don't think we burned down their house.
What do you mean?
There was an affair a couple generations ago. And it would have probably been Bardos's grandfather. He had an affair with an elven woman.
Yes.
She became with child, and they sent them off to an estate in the woods, hidden
Yes.
away.
I've been there.
You've been there?
Yes. Whenever we found the crops, we found this old estate, and that we found these busts of an elven woman. And there was a man with Bardos on the name. And we talked to Syrah, and she told us that was her great grandfather. I can't remember. Whatever she said.
Yes, that would be. Yeah, Bardos's grandfather. They skipped the name. He's named after his grandfather, so it's even more fitting. But he didn't know she existed, I guess, until a couple weeks ago. and she, I think, is making a play for the seat on the council, but she doesn't stand right because she's not a pureblood. But technically, there's nothing in the writings about requiring purebloods to be on the High Council. It's just something that we say.
So it's not. Oh, so it's not an actual rule. It's just that the eldest has to be.
We don't know
We
because
don't know.
the one that happened a couple generations ago, 2 or whatever, it wasn't the eldest child. We've never had a bastard eldest child before that we know of. And so technically, she doesn't have a claim to her name is Rosella.
Rosella.
She doesn't have a claim to the throne, but
she is older than Ember and Bardos' daughter.
she is about 9 months.
But she's still older. Huh. Interesting.
So there, it changes some things.
Did you bring her here, Glimmer?
Did I bring her here?
How did she find her way here is what I'm asking.
That would be a wonderful question I would love to ask her. But
If you want to, I can figure it out.
no, I want to see what she does next. I don't think I'm quite ready to see what she's going to do. Ember's my best friend.
I understand. That's why
won't
I
let her
can
get
talk
hurt.
to her. I'm not gonna try anything. Just talk to her. Dance with her, have a conversation. But if you would prefer I don't have to.
I think something else is going on. So I would rather not start with
Okay.
that tonight. Just because Bardo hasn't announced he's abdicating his throne or anything yet. So
I see. That's what this ball is for.
no, it's just to honor the heir children, to show them
But-
off to society.
Glimmer, I do have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You give me a second. You haven't happened to, I don't know, heard of anybody by the name Ainsley, have you? At the ball?
The princess whose arrival is still not existent.
Yes. You have heard of her.
She is the second princess of the High Kingdom.
Yes.
What of her?
I just didn't know if we knew when her arrival was supposed to be.
Why?
Reason. Just, never seen a princess of the High Kingdom. Uh-oh.
What the
fuck
was that?
Okay.
Oh, he's in the other chat now. So you
Yeah.
might hear him in the background. I'll try to mute when I hear him talking. When I can. No, I just, it's just interesting that a princess from the High Kingdom is coming to this, so I'm just curious,
Roll deception.
Okay. That was not a very good lie.
No, it was quite horrible.
I told you I'm really bad at this, and I'm trying to do better because I have a character who lies.
She does that.
Try to do better. I got 13.
Okay. She can sense that something's going on, but so she doesn't entirely believe what you're saying, but she doesn't know what.
I just want you to know that I just played a cat.
And with that, you guys can hear the song end, and Glimmer looks at you and says, I have to get back out there.
Of course. Let's go. Ah.
Okay.
Okay, sidetrack. I like you just keep getting random animals brought to you and just in your hands. Like, you just have animals being brought to you and shown off in the
Ruby!
fucking. That cat
They're
is
endless.
so
They keep coming.
unamused.
There's only 4.
That cat.
Ruby! Oh, Ruby's so cute. Have a meow.
And then your cat's in the background.
Yeah, he's just like stalking around.
Mine's
Mine are
laying
laying
in
in
my
their spots.
pillow.
Murphy's on the bed, Rocky's under my desk, as always.
So with that, Nessa, at the end of that song, Nessa, you're going to Thunder. What are you doing with Thunder?
I'm gonna bow. I don't know how to do this. And I'm gonna bow to them in general. To Jimin and Thunder and how do you say his wife's name?
Loyola,
Loyola.
like the college.
Okay. I'm gonna bow and would you mind if I dance with your daughter?
Unfortunately, she's engaged, so she is no longer allowed dances.
It's okay. I hope you have a nice night. Congratulations on your engagement.
Okay, are you about to ask all of them to dance?
Fucking hell.
I'm gonna skip Henrik though.
Storm and Wave and Lear, all smile at you, and you hear the exact same thing. Wave is already engaged, so she's no longer taking visit or dance partners.
So sad. Ember and Henrik aren't engaged because they're in love with each other and they can't be together.
I will warn you ahead. Yuzuki's also engaged.
So then I
You may
don't dance
ask.
with him.
You
I-
cannot dance with them.
Nessa asks everyone.
Yep.
I mean, you can still
I'm-
dance with Hendrik if you want, or Henrik if you want to.
No,
Yeah.
because I don't want to talk to his father because he kidnapped me.
Wait, when are we gonna acknowledge the fact that his father
Yeah.
kidnapped?
Yeah.
Oh no, Nessa's trying to be as like not causing of drama as possible, even though she doesn't understand the customs.
You're cool as a cucumber.
Yes. She's
Hmm.
definitely made dirty eyes at him though. And then she's gonna head back to the group.
After that last song, the performers take a few minute break, and Lux wanders over to Mariana, and you can see the two of them just kind of conversing. And then Mal and Glimmer come back with Ariella. They're all sitting on the staircase. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm gonna look at them and be like, I prefer us not to be grouped up so much. It's a little inconspicuous. I think I'm
Oh.
saying that correctly.
Oh, people around here know who you guys are, so it's not odd that you're in a pack.
Oh.
Okay.
Mal,
was
I
just
think.
coming to say hello to everyone because I haven't really said hi yet.
Hi, Nessa.
Hi.
Hey Mal, I think you should be the one to dance with Lux.
Me?
Well, that was a thought
Mal.
anyway.
Mal,
Okay.
I
I
think
might go over there.
I
and
think
see
you're gonna be
And
the one to do
Glimmer,
it.
Glimmer looks at you guys and goes, "How are you supposed to dance with a performer who's not performing?"
I'm not planning on dancing with her. I'm planning on going over there and congratulating her on her performance so far.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you. Can I roll insight on that?
Go for it. What are you looking for?
Her tone. I don't like the way she said good luck. Like, I don't know about that. I got a 12. No. I got a 12.
Her and her sister have a lot of tension after the last 2 weeks of you guys investigating. So it was a good luck of like a good luck seeing what she'll tell you. They
Can
do
I
not.
stop about
talk.
right here? I'm sorry, what?
They do not acknowledge you.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of figured.
damn.
Well, I haven't said anything anyway. So I'm gonna be I just wanted to say you did amazing tonight, and I really hope you have a great night.
And Lux turns and looks at you, and she goes, "I do every night. Thank you."
Oh, of course, you are an amazing performer.
I mean, who else would perform an event like this?
I know. They can only ask for the best.
Wonder pets.
No, the Wonder Pets are not allowed to bring back their acrobatic
What?
routine from last
Come
time.
on! I feel like the Wonder Pets would go
He
so
rolled like
fucking
3
well.
ones in a row. The Wonder Pets are dead.
No, we did well. We got applause.
I did
That
great.
counts.
I rolled really low to give you applause. My DC was a 4.
I just want to
You
say
guys were getting
we
applause
did
no matter what.
we did amazing.
I rolled a nat 20.
You did, and Kate countered it with a nat 1.
Yeah, I was about to say
But
I
I
rolled
did
like a
great.
17, and
did.
then he cursed me with his nat ones.
Do you say anything else to Lux?
I kind of look at Mayrina. I'm like, oh, my apologies. I'm so sorry. We haven't met before. My name is Melenthra Wraith.
I know who you are.
Sadly, I'm not quite a fan of my name being around like that, but what can
I
you do?
mean, I've heard who I'm speaking to. Of course, I know what your name is.
So me, of course. But sadly, you aren't the only one.
Oh. Do you have anything further to add to this conversation, or do you want to continue wasting space?
Hold on. I'm really bad at this, but hold
I don't know what you just said.
on. I said, hold on. I'm really bad at this. Give me a second. Well, I'm really bad at this. I need to read these more. I have like insults saved, but I'm really bad at because I'm really bad at insulting people.
I have a question. Do
Yeah.
Yeah, you do
where
that.
is whatever her name is,
You have no idea who Rosella even is.
No, but I want to on the
Told
map.
anything.
You don't have her on the map, do you?
No, because you don't know she exists.
Okay, but Mal does.
Mel does. You two don't know
You
she exists.
fucking cat! I fucking saw that in the corner of your eye. She just went wee.
He's got the zoomies. He's doing laps. Leanne, do you
Why
have
I
a
walked up
response?
and asked everyone to dance still, even though the plans were foiled and we know that they don't have to be pure blood. It's just a.
Do they?
That's what they said.
I don't know. That's what they keep saying, but is that written in the rules?
Yeah.
That's what I'm questioning.
Are you
Alright,
going
I
to
think-
continue to waste space? Or are you going to leave?
Oh, my apologies. Shoot, where was it? Hold on. I wasn't expecting anything out of this conversation, and yet I'm still disappointed. So, have a night.
Have the night you deserve. She yells back at you.
Fucking hell! I can't. So how did that
Your
go, Mal?
sister is something, Ariella.
Yeah, there's a reason I hide in the guild.
Kidnapped me.
Oh my god.
She did kidnap you, yeah.
Dang it! I just found one that would have been so much better. No. Oh well, it's fine.
You see Syra pop up over with Lux and Mariana now, and Luther kind of sulks his way back to you guys. And just kind of, how's your guys' night?
Interesting.
I'm here. When
So,
I'd
do
rather
you
not
know
be.
anything about the sun?
Oh God.
I know that it rises, and then it falls, and then it rises again, and then it falls again, and it has from the beginning of time and will till the end of time, unless it falls out of the sky.
Do you believe it will fall out of the sky?
I believe that anything is possible in this world.
Do you believe that your lover is evil?
I believe that my lover is evil.
Mm-hmm.
In what capacity?
I mean, she started off on this side of the room and now she's over there.
Do you think
With
that
her friend. Is that not okay?
friends
A friend that lies and is a snake.
What did Lux
And
do?
a woman that kidnapped me.
God damn it.
And you.
Ariana didn't kidnap me.
Ariana kidnapped me.
Oh. Well, she didn't kidnap me.
And Laszlo.
Lazar kidnapped you?
He kidnapped both of us. Were you not there?
I remember things very differently. Yes.
Insight
and
check.
Whenever we get a second, can we take a break? I need to use the restroom.
I
Yeah.
need to use the bathroom too. I was just about to ask the same thing.
21.
Luther is telling the truth. He remembers things very differently.
Can I pull
Yeah.
them into the closet that we were that I saw Mal?
You didn't
and
know it's a
Glimmer go
closet.
in?
You did see people go
Okay.
in, but
Can
yes.
can we go over there though, without being
Are you,
noticed?
like, all of you want to go?
Can I pull
No.
them aside?
Like Luther,
No,
all like this
no, no,
entire
no.
pod? Or...
Nessa and Mal.
Oh yeah, the three of you can go into a closet.
Okay, can I? Can I? I'm gonna grab their wrist gently, just like tug them and like guide them into the corner over here.
I'm gonna like yank my arm out of your wrist, be like, I will follow you.
Okay, I was just like, I gently grab it and tug on it and then go. It's like, hey,
If you
move
want to
with
hold my
me.
hand, you could just ask.
I am not holding your hand, Nessa. I am just, come, please.
Nessa's gonna stand where
I'll
she
hold
is
your
and just
hand,
hold
Nessa.
out her hand.
I begrudgingly
In the closet,
take
everybody.
Come
it
on.
I'm moving
and
you all.
just walk you in there.
God.
Nessa requires her hand being held in order to leave.
Guys,
And with
I-
that, we will
Can we take
take a break.
yeah, let's take a break.
Do you want to go back at 9? We only have a couple things left.
What time is it? Yeah, 9 is good.
In your mouth.
In your mouth is all I heard from fucking Cave.
Brady, did
Said
you see my
in your mouth.
message?
Yes.
All right, I'll
Okay,
be back.
does that good?
Yeah. No. That makes
Okay.
sense.
I'll tee that up, but
Right.
Okay.
You're all in a closet, so technically we're on you.
Hell yeah.
Not again.
Sorry, you're already out. It's fine.
As soon as she gets us into the
That's so
closet, I'm gonna
good.
be. I'm gonna tell me whenever we're ready. Sorry.
We're ready.
Go.
Okay.
Are you still
As
holding
soon as
my
we get
hand?
into the closet.
No, I'm not holding your hand.
No, Mal said she was gonna hold my hand.
Okay. I'll drop it as soon as we get into the closet. Velka, that's sweet, but I'm really not. You're really not my type.
No,
Sorry.
fucking hell, no. I am.
What am I?
We are not having a
for?
threesome. That is a no.
Nessa backs up against the closed door. No.
Nessa, it was a joke. I'm just kidding.
I
I
have
realized
really
she just wanted to talk.
So after my dance with Sarah, she had whispered to me, "Watch your next move." I don't think after the talk I've had with her and how self-absorbed she was, thinking she is way better than Ember, I think she's a part of it.
Well, not to sound rude, Belka, but from my understanding, you've already had 2 conversations with people that didn't go well tonight. Maybe
Technically,
she
my
meant
first one, I didn't even say anything. I just walked up and she yelled at me.
still.
So
I'm not trying to. I know I can be quite forward, but or straight to the point, I should say, but it might
you're
be
straight.
more.
Fucking hell.
That's to be decided.
Sorry. We're in a closet, so I have to make gay jokes, y'all.
Oh god.
But I don't know if some of it is just she was warning you because you've already gotten on the bad side of 2 people tonight. And I say we, the both of you did not follow customs when you went up to Bardos, Ember, and Indarna.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just followed
Do
her.
you not pay attention to what people do? You follow
I was
other
making
people.
sure she wasn't gonna get killed by going up there. I don't know. I'm
Ember
just...
seemed fine with me being there. She actually summoned you to come faster, so.
That's true.
Yes, but that's not how you're supposed to go up there. You're supposed to greet them from lowest to highest.
You act like
Well,
we
what's
know
past
what
is
that
the
is.
past.
I don't come from
Guys,
royal
I have
blood.
lots of things I need to do in order to figure this out. Are we getting anywhere with this conversation? What's the point of us being here so I can go make my moves?
On who?
Well, I was
I
gonna
have
say hi
lots
to
of questions.
Sierra, but considering who she's with, it's
Like,
probably not the best idea.
I just think
Luther's
there's...
been his memory's been modified. He doesn't remember what actually happened, so really I'm the only one that remembers. And
And-
unless we can somehow figure out how to unmodify his memory.
And
Are
guess
you
who has been
sure?
around him?
Did you see his eyes when I asked?
And you're sure that those are the same people who kidnapped him and not just another few other members of a group?
I watched Laszlo drag him in and tie him to an altar.
I see.
And guess who's been around him the most to alter said brain?
Does Sierra know magic?
We don't know much about her.
Don't know much about her, but what makes you say she doesn't know it or does?
Like I said, I wanted to have a conversation with her, but somebody kind of glance at Velka, kind of ruined that.
I
And now
can't
she
read your
doesn't want
mind.
to talk.
I don't know how.
It wouldn't
Me and her got
surprise
off
me
on a
if
good
she
foot.
knows
I'm pretty sure I could have at least gotten her to spill something. She did want you as a servant.
Is it against custom to ask married people to dance?
The dance? Yes, because dancing sort of implies that you might be interested.
Oh. I thought I was just dancing.
Ah.
Well, this is all exciting information. Is there anything else that we should know before going back into the field?
All of them.
Like what you and Glimmer talked about.
I thought you guys were hooking up. I wasn't gonna bring
Yeah,
it
I have
up,
all. I
but
had
I
all the
guess
credits for it.
I guess
so-
Yeah, did you
Falca's
guys
feeling
hook
very
up?
forward.
Oh, gods, no.
I mean, I don't smell anything, but it could have went quick one.
That is disgusting. I am quite clean. Thank you.
Personally, as the DM, want you to take damage for that comment.
No, I'm not
So,
doing that.
you're gonna take 4 psychic.
I'm
No,
not
roll for it.
doing that.
You take 3 psychic damage.
I'm not
Just for that
doing
comment.
that.
Yes, that was hilarious.
Thank you. At least
No.
someone appreciated it.
No.
I thought it was funny.
Thank you.
Hey, how
I
about
thought it
this?
was
I
pretty
slap her,
funny.
and that is her 3 damage.
I thought it was funny, man.
All right,
Mal,
I
please
slap
the
her.
bird.
I slap her, and immediately walk out.
I mean,
Are we not going
Okay.
to talk about what you... Okay.
This is going to Ariella.
Ugh.
Okay.
Can I just keep going? I don't even want to be in the group.
I'm just laughing.
Nessa didn't laugh. Sahara laughed. Nessa just stood there confused.
Ariella just looks at you when you approach. Hi.
Hi.
And I just
You-
dance with this random noble. I don't care about having a conversation with him. I'm just gonna dance with him,
Sure.
Do you want
so
to
you don't have to
dance?
come up with stuff for him.
Do I want to dance? No.
Do you want to go to the closet with me?
No.
I'm just gonna nudge Nessa, be like, Nessa, don't say that ever again, please.
No. Respectfully, no.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
confused. So many people are going in and out of the closet. I just thought it was a normal
yeah,
request.
total Swedish girl.
No. It's really not. Do you need to talk to me?
Yeah, I wanted to.
Does it need to be in the closet?
No, it just seems that that's where everybody wants to do their talking tonight.
Um. Well, if I mean, we could talk here.
Okay.
Do you have questions for me or something?
How are you?
Well, I crawled out of my hole to be here, so.
Congratulations. That's a big achievement. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know if Syra has magic?
Do I know if Syra has magic? No, she does not.
Do you know if Mariana has magic?
Well, Mariana is exactly what I am. So it'd also be a no.
Does Laslor have magic?
Well, that family is the sorcerer family of the High Council. So
Hmm.
why?
And Lux has magic. As a performer?
Yes, she does. What's brewing in that head of yours?
Oh, just a board of all of the connections that are happening in this room. We have 3 sets of sisters. We have quite a few liars, at least 2 kidnappers, lovers, fighters, children. It's very confusing, all of it.
Welcome to politics.
I'm in religion. I believe in the separation of church and state.
Okay.
Do you see anything here that I, as an outsider, would not recognize as strange?
I have to move Lux back. Sorry, I just saw that. No, not really. This is a pretty typical honor ball. I guess there's more people around, but the princess from the High Kingdom's coming, so that's not surprising.
Is your sister and Syra close?
My sister makes it her personal mission in life to be close to all the royals. So
Mm.
I wouldn't say those two are super close. My sister is very close with Lux, and Lux is close with Syra, but I wouldn't say my sister is close with Syra.
Sorry, I'm writing that on my very handy, very confusing board of red lines of how everyone's connected.
A
Okay.
web.
Yep. It very much is so. Final question. Do you know anybody who is good at removing a modify memory spell?
It would depend whose memory is modified.
Luther's.
What memory of Luther's is modified?
The fact that we were kidnapped by Laszlo or Mariana. He does not remember it.
Doesn't remember being kidnapped or by Laszlo and Mariana?
I believe by them, because he says that he remembers the events very differently.
There's probably several people in the Scholar Gardens that could, but it will come at a hefty price, especially if it's up against Laszlo. I can take you.
Are you good at possibly are you good at sneaking people in and out of the city as need be?
Yes.
If I call upon your aid, would you possibly be able to help me if I need to get some people out?
Yeah.
So we'll nod and just start to like walk this way to just observe the room.
Velka, you also heard all of this.
Okay.
Are you walking away with Nessa?
Nope, I'm just gonna stand there awkwardly.
Luther was not here. He had disappeared off into space. And Luther kind of wanders back up and he goes, "Oh, finally, I found you guys. I need to talk to you.
Me?
All of you."
Oh. I look over at Velka and just stare until Velka makes eye contact with me.
I'm just kind of like
You
looking
know
around.
when you feel like people are looking at you?
And I get like a shiver up my spine. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. And just slowly walk over to you.
And I do the same thing to Mal.
Well, I can't leave in the middle of a dance, so that you're gonna have to wait till the music's done. Sorry.
We'll
Okay.
say the music's done. And you walk over. And
I
he
stand
kind
on
of
this side, so I don't have to stand next to Velka.
I just roll my eyes at her.
he looks around at all of these people and he's like, "We cannot have this conversation in here."
There is a closet. We can go sit
No.
in the closet.
No.
I'm not going back in there
No
with
more
you.
closets.
There's a room. It's not a closet, but it's over here. There's a little room that you can sneak off to. Not a closet. It's a room. It's large enough to hold a classroom of children.
It's a closet.
Oh,
Yes.
he's leading us into a room.
Ooh.
Oh god. You had a question, Sahara?
Yes. Give me just 1 second.
That's funny though.
Put the noble back.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to see if I prepared it or not. Can I cast Detect Magic in this room?
Yeah.
I want to see if there's any, like, lights or anything that like clairvoyances, that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah. You find nothing.
Okay,
It's
great.
just kind of a room off of a chamber. It's not like there's no like any hidden magic. There's nothing like protecting like seals of doors and things. It's just a room.
Okay, just checking. It's up for 10 minutes, so
That's fine. Yeah, no. He led you into just kind of a normal room. He's been here before. He knows where to go.
hmm I was just more worried that somebody like saw us on the outside and was like, "Where are they going?"
Oh, nah, there's so many people in there. And he goes, guys, I figured something out.
What'd you figure out?
So these plants, I told you there's more pieces to the puzzle. Well, there's one really big piece to the puzzle that I've been waiting to kind of put together.
Is it
Um,
Rosella?
Is it who?
Continue.
Who's Rosella?
Continue.
You're gonna have to roll a deception check.
Mel.
Technically, you don't know either, Velka.
I know, but I'm just
None of you do.
outside of it.
So you
just
can
like,
all technically, if you guys would like, both of you can roll insight checks against her deception if you want.
fucking
Ooh,
bet.
I rolled shit. I rolled shit. That's a 10.
I rolled a 10.
I got a 10.
Hold
I rolled
on.
a 4
Hold
plus
on.
6, baby.
I got a 19. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Velka sees through the continue and knows that there's something going on. So, Velka, if you would like to ask further questions, you know something's up.
I'm just gonna let Luther continue because I feel like she's gonna tell us later. So I'm just gonna give her a look like I know, and you're telling me this later, and then look back at Luther.
No more closet jokes.
Yes, no more closet jokes.
And he kind of details the last like couple of days he's had since he saw you, because he told you that something was going on and he needed to figure something out, and then he was going to need your help. And he details kind of this story, explaining to you guys that so this city is in a bubble. We know this. We've known this the entire time. There obviously is a whole lot of mechanics to keep that bubble force field in existence. So there's a control room hidden deep within the city. And he was invited to said control room about a week and a half ago. Funny enough, the same day that you guys arrived. And they brought him in because somebody had hacked into the infrastructure of the bubble and put in a ticking time bomb directly into the force field and the infrastructure that keeps it up and running. So this force field has a ticking time bomb on it that will be going off in 2 days. Should it not be fixed, the bubble will shatter and the entire city of Argand will be plunged into the Dusk country's air.
Shit.
It's malicious. Somebody did it on purpose. He has an ancient artifact that was dug up from the depths of the Dusk country that he's having delivered tomorrow. But he doesn't know if it's going to work. But he thinks you guys might somehow have something to do with fixing it.
What can
Because
we do to fix this?
I don't really know. I just know that it happened the day you guys all got here.
The day we got here.
Is when the timer started.
25 seconds.
You don't
Because
think
we
this has to
arrived.
do with us, do we? Do you?
I don't think so, but if this artifact doesn't work, you guys are kind of the last hope. And if anything, you guys could probably figure out who put it there, who's trying to take down the bubble.
You're asking.
It's fine. All of my cards look.
It's Sappho.
It's
It's
Sappho.
Sappho.
Sappo's trying to take it down.
Because he's not here.
He's so mad
It's
that he
him,
didn't come
I
to
knew
Well,
it.
he just said it's mine. It was perfect timing.
But I don't know what it is yet. I just know that I need your guys' help.
What do you want
Mainly
us
to
do?
I need you guys to figure out who did it.
Who done it?
And do you have any leads at all?
I know that it's somebody in the top circle.
Do they
Of
have
course,
to be
like,
good?
alright.
People on the stairs.
the High Council circle.
Luther, I
Laszlo.
have a question, Luther.
Yes.
Those
Do you-
salamanders?
Are those salamanders?
Those are salamanders. Salamanders on his wheels. I've never seen those.
That's
You've
my
never
husband.
seen those.
I'm gonna
He's
tell him
so
that
cute.
tomorrow.
I love him. Any Hoosers.
Your question.
If
Yes.
if I happen to, I don't know, turn invisible and go up there and listen to conversations, do you think anybody up there would notice?
Likely, yes.
Yeah.
The Laszlo and his family are all sorcerers, so they're a little chaotic about things like that.
Oh, that's what I figured. That's why I thought I'd ask before I just did it.
Do you
And
have any
also,
advice?
if it was Laszlo, like you guys think, I don't think he'd be talking about it up there right now.
No, but
Do you have any
It might be some
advice
other thing.
on where he might want to talk about that?
Where he might what?
Want to talk about it? About anything? That
You could always ask for a council with him tomorrow.
see, that sounds like a bad idea.
I mean, I could.
I think that's a bad
Nessa,
idea. Nessa, I think you're gonna
anybody
get
should.
kidnapped again.
If anybody should, it shouldn't be you. That
I mean, am I not the most likely that he would actually want to have a meeting with?
You would get
Maybe.
kidnapped
My
again.
memory.
I took one of them off you.
But how would one of us come with you? At least
Yeah.
one of us.
Well,
Could
You
do
could
that
all
with you the
you
first
could all ask for a joint council. You don't have to send just one of you. You could all just go see him together.
time. How do you go about receiving a counsel from him?
You
Any of
just
them?
have to arrive in council court in the morning
Okay.
and request a council.
What does a council entitle?
A meeting in a room very similar to this. And it's just a meeting.
I would have at least been to one of those. Or know of them.
You would know of them.
I wouldn't.
Because I don't think I would
No.
have been to one, but I think I would at least know of them.
You would know of them.
doubt I would have gone to any.
All of a sudden you guys hear kind of a bunch of like rustling sounds outside the door. And the talking gets a lot louder. And Luther goes, "Oh, I wonder if the princess is here. We've been waiting for her." And he's like,
And
"We
I
can talk
go a
in the
little.
morning."
I get a little pale.
I
Oh.
noticed.
Paler than
Can
I
I
already
notice-
am.
Can I notice her going pale and like almost like? Because we already
Yeah, I
know
would
that.
assume.
Because we already know what's going on.
But Luther kind of rushes out and pulls you guys out with him to like get you guys up with the rest of the group.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Better on.
Where's Luther?
I
He
didn't mean
puts
to
you,
move
like,
him.
Right. He moves you guys up, kind of right up there.
Okay.
As we're walking, I'm gonna grab Mal's hand and I'm gonna cast guidance on her.
Okay.
You guys are so
So you get an additional 1d4 on any spell or ability checks of your choice. So if you want to hide,
Okay. I was thinking of maybe disguising myself.
Um,
But I was gonna hold off for just a second. Because
Okay.
I don't know if she knows me.
Um,
I'll stand in front of you.
So I'm just gonna kind of be in the back.
so all of a sudden you guys hear kind of giant regal sounding trumpets of like, "Hey, people are here. Woo!" And the kind of room quiets. Everybody kind of just like splits to the side, like we're at a really scary like school. If you ever seen Pride and Prejudice, it's that first initial scene in Pride and Prejudice where like Mr. Darcy shows up with other people and everybody just like parts like the Red Sea. That's what we're about to see. And in walks in 3 people. The front is what Mal would know as the Crown Prince Percival, and then the Princess Ainsley, and then just another noble woman walk into the room.
I'm trying to pick out my disguise. As soon as I see him, I'm just gonna whoop.
I figured as much. Um, Ooh, yeah, so in walks Percival and Ainsley and their entourage of people, and they kind of walk up to this front, and everybody's kind of watching. Music begins playing again, and Bardos and Laszlo both come down, and they greet Percival. You guys can all see this interaction happening. You don't hear anything. You can see them shake hands, greet each other. And Bardos kind of looks back at the rest of the group and kind of tells them to like disperse off of the staircase. And so like little group kind of disperses here. We'll just put these guys back here. These guys can come over here. And then he summons Ember and Indarna off. I'm moving them because it's easier for me. This noble kind of pops over here, makes some friends. And they send Polera away, but summons Henrik to chat with them as well. And then they all kind of just have a conversation. And Ember joins you guys.
This is a big room.
I'm gonna send you what I disguised myself as because this was just the first thing, and this is the first thing that popped up in her head. And he's gonna be dressed correctly, but
Right. What am
Fine.
this is just the first thing that popped in my mind, and I was like, okay.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna.
And Ember kind of stalks up to you guys and is like, "Ah, she's
Come
not
back
even
here."
that. She's not even that pretty."
Who said that?
And is just kind of like looking at them,
The
and
one
the room
they
kind of,
want.
Wait, what did you say?
No!
the room kind of just like comes back to life for a little while. And Ember just kind of stares aggressively at this group. And all of a sudden, horns begin again, and Bardos kind of stands
Oh yeah, I want to do that.
and
Sorry.
announces something to the court.
Oh.
And now we come
No.
to the important matters of the evening. While it's always fun to have parties and balls, it's even more exciting when important announcements can be made. In order to further strengthen the union between the High Kingdom and the Dusk Country here, an exciting engagement has been announced between Henrik Oberon and Ainsley Delafonte. This marriage will not
No!
This marriage will not only strengthen the alliance between these two cities, but ensure the continuance of a strong and fruitful High Council. Percival has agreed that the marriage can occur in her father's place, and additionally, we will all be inviting you to a wedding in just 2 days' time. Now, with such great news, celebrate, party, continue to dance at this wonderful ball. We have joyous news to celebrate.
And you see Bardos look at Ember, who's like quite literally like steaming. And Bardos gives her this look of like, shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter what you want. And Ember, in like a rage, storms out. And as she gets kind of like here, she like pushes past her mom. She casts darkness. I gotta do some. It's relatively like here. And she storms out of view.
Can't read.
And that's where we end session.
No!
Oh, they can't get married. They're not in love.
But 2 days. In 2 days when the thing blows up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Brady,
There's
thank
so
you.
many.
Thanks
did
for
great.
having me.
It was nice.
Yeah, you did
meeting
great.
you.
Very nice to meet you all.
Very nice
About
to meet you.
screw
Sorry
with
we
your
didn't talk
brains.
to your character very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our
No
bad.
worries. No
We were
worries.
distracted.
There's
There
so
was a
much that we had
closet.
to figure out.
Yeah,
We're in the
we're
closet.
still very close.
Exciting. Yeah. Yes. No. There is new things happening. Sorry that I made things even more confusing.
Wow.
There's so many things.
My brain.
Now I have to
now.
draw